Okay, so this is a replay breakdown, basically. I'm gonna review the replay and kind of go through my train of thought in the games and what I'm looking at, what I'm focusing on, why I take certain shots, things like that, and then criticize also my mistakes. Even if you win and you do top damage and get a pools medal, there's always mistakes you make. So we're going to look at this one because I definitely didn't get top damage or get a pools medal. Actually, I don't remember if I got top damage, but I don't think I did. Okay, so first things first, when you're in the game and you got these 30 seconds here, now 20, some people load in around 25 or 20, you can see there's a couple still not loaded on both sides. However long you have to learn to break down your team and the enemy team and see what people have in terms of speed, camo, view range, armor, alpha. Based on the map, what positions do you think which tanks will go to? Think logically. Think if this is the best player in the game, where is he going to go? So if this is the best Jaegeru player, where is he going to position it? If this is the best TVP, what's he going to do? And then think creatively, okay, if they don't go to these positions, what's the secondary option, right? So instantly when you get on mines, which is a map that's dominated by this hill location, is the early game is completely, like, who has control of the game is decided on who has control of this hill mostly. There's other tactics that play around it, and you can lose control of the hill if you don't play the rest of the map correctly, but usually if you deploy correctly, you come to a full stop here, a full stop here, a full stop here, and the hill is the dynamic part of the map. It's a pretty small part of the map to be dynamic, and like I said, you can like take down the hill or seize control from the team that controls the hill through other tactics or just luck if your team works with you. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the team here. So we have two T49s, an E1 Batchat AMX 30 TVP Centurion, a T69 Lorraine A-Mill. We have a lot of mobility and a Batchat 12T, a lot of mobility. They have a TVP 100 LT, T54s, two of them, two 1390s, an AML IS3, KV4 OHO VKA, T54. We also have an E100. So my initial assumption is that the Jaegeru, if he's not camping back here, he's going to be along the 7 line somewhere. The TVP 54s, 100 lightweight, they could all be rushing hill, or they could all be heading to these early positions for snipes. TVP can try and do something getting up on the mountain here. That's a sneaky tactic. I don't think he'd go island. The 54s, since they're in a platoon, might try some shit on the island to try and take people down just through teamwork. We have so much mobility and so much alpha. I expect us to be able to destroy the hill. With the changes to a lot of the French autoloaders, that means they're able to load when they get to the hill instead of after. So there'll actually be competition this time, but with two T49s, that might be pretty scary for the 1390s, and maybe the lightweight. E100 I totally expect to go here, and so my initial start will be a path to the hill, where I'm going to try and shoot what goes up, but I don't expect to get up because while I'm fast, I'm not that fast. So let's let this play out. And also it's important on this map, every single time I try to stress to my team that they should be heading to the hill. So instantly we start going, and I'm just watching my minimap and the tanks around me. I'm seeing who's going where, I'm seeing how they're driving, because when you see people bumping in like this, you want to stay the fuck away from them. You see he doesn't have the top gun, he does. You see he's got the 75 mil, has the 12T. Well, he only gets the 75 mil, but whatever. TVP obviously fully upgraded because it's a TVP. You can see, okay, so he's in front. Now you see that the AMX 30 and Batchat are heading to the island. The E100 is going down, which is kind of concerning because that means he's either going this way or this way, but he's probably not going here. So we can already tell this from the E100's general driving. Or if he does go there, he's going to get there late. So we're going to head to the hill to get an early shot in no matter what. This is a winning move. We look at the map again, we see what's spotted for them in the back, in the front, what our team is doing. Su-101 is going to camp. The T-28 prod is going to island with the AMX 30 Batchat. E1, E100, and then who's the other heavy? Not the Lorraine. Email are coming up to this corner, and they're turning in. So this is probably meaning they're going to go here, and we have nobody going here. But right now I haven't seen this. This is not my focus, but this is what you should be doing. So this is a mistake I make, is that I don't recognize this. My main focus right now is on this. Like when I'm driving up, I'm looking who's spotted, who's going up, are they going to back off, will they back off in time? Can I get up to this ridge to get a clean shot in? Will there be somebody back here to punish me if I go up to get a shot in? Will there be somebody here to punish me if I pull back after I take the shot? Okay, who's going to this position? So can I retreat? That's what's going through my head right now. Here I see that he's been fucked up, he's backing up, he's not going to make it back in time. I use this, I'm very lazy with my aiming, so I right click and auto aim for a lot of these shots and then go too far over the hill. If you really want to perfect your gameplay, don't ever do this. You should be able to shoot him from about here if you just zoom in and aim well, like I can't see it, but right here, I could definitely shoot him if I just aimed myself. If I wasn't lazy and if I was confident in my aiming, but I'm not confident in my aiming, especially with 130 ping, and I'm pretty lazy. So I go up. This is a little too far. I spot the T-54 and the Scorpion G in the back. This means that if the Scorpion G is prepared for a shot, he could shoot me here. Same with the T-54, who is looking this way. I put the shot in, I get the kill. This is a huge danger situation, so I'm immediately fucking off. He just fired. I'm backing up, and I get punished by the T-54 for that shot. If I was playing clean, I would have killed him here and not taken the shot from the T-54. I'm looking at the Scorpion G now. I saw his gun. I want to fuck off. I see the MX-1390 is not looking at me, which is nice. I'm looking for a shot on him, but he dies. Now my next focus is here because I noticed that these guys are backing off. So the reason why I was focused on the 1390 was because he was moving forward. I didn't want to trade here. If he moved into this gap, I wanted to shoot him, and I didn't want to take a shot in return. But I saw him backing up and totally focused on this side over here, so I was not really concerned with him. The next thing I noticed is the Scorpion G. He's the next biggest threat because I know from this rock that these guys can't shoot me. The people who can shoot me through the gap are kind of in this zone, right? Depending on the angles, but usually it's just about this bowling alley here has the shots, right? But I can get shots on the Scorpion G if he pops out again, and I'm predicting he will because I saw his gun out. So we're going to wait here. This is a pretty stupid shot to take. There's no way he's going to drive forward that quickly. If he does, it's lucky. This is really a roll of the dice kind of shot. Like I don't expect to hit, but if I get lucky, I got a free shot of damage kind of hit. I move forward because if I did fire there, I'm worried I got spotted, or he'll just return fire if he was out and got hit. He's like, fuck it, I know he's there, I'm just going to shoot. So I don't want to play chance, so I move to the rock. Also to avoid the artillery, because that's another thing you got to look at the beginning of the game I forgot to mention, is if they have artillery, how many and what kind. You'll know their 53, 55 is probably one of the more dangerous artilleries in the game. Definitely, I think, the best tier 9 artillery. And the shot comes in there. Not quite sure what angle. There's the email on the island, and I'm just waiting. Right now, my thought process, by the way, of getting behind this rock was first to not get shot by anything, to lose the spots so nobody can spot me, and once I'm despotted, also to avoid artillery, once I'm despotted to then move back away from this position. And I think I'm despotted here, so it's about time to move back. You can see me prepared to do it, and you can see this is my camera view here. So this is also, when I'm at this rock, I'm also looking at the map and seeing what my team is doing. You can see the AML and E100 are really pushed up now, and we have nothing up here. We have control of the hill, but there's nothing to stop them here. When you have control of the hill, you want to keep them in like this corner of this box here, because if you do that, I don't know if you can see it, if you do this, you keep them in this corner here, you get free snipes from the hill. Or if you let them push to here and you snipe from this part, right? So you want them in this zone or in this zone. So it's a very narrow zone because under here you just have no shots and they just proxy spot you for everything back here in artillery as well as everything over here. So it makes it very hard to deal with a winning situation when the enemy team camps under this ridge. That's what I do when we lose hill and I'm on this side. I actually much prefer this side to the map because it has a quicker way up the hill, it has better defense. Alright. And it has a shallower hill, so you can shoot people when they come to the edges and try to hide behind rocks if you're sitting under here. I've wedged up here and been able to get shots in these positions. So here, I'm going here. I know I can't move up to this because they have an OHO KV4. It's actually, there we go. OHO KV4, and they have an IS-3. They just got a lot of fucking heavies over here. And I can't deal with this. The Jaeger is where we expect him, the Scorpion's here, TVP gets spotted back here. So now we know where everything is, basically. I was talking right now saying I can't brawl this because I'm a Centurion. If I try to brawl, especially in a 2v1, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose HP, and I'm going to lose the trade, and I'm going to lose pressure. Because right now my pressure is in my HP. I know if I lose my HP, they're going to see an opportunity to just blitz me and out DPM me because they're 2 versus 1. So I need to make sure I keep an HP advantage here. That's my main goal. My other goal is to try and poke shots into them. I'm expecting them to push up because they see the heavy tanks here, and they'll know that there's nothing really to stop them. So my entire goal here is to just be a delaying force. My job is to delay so people above me and behind me can snipe in on them. And I'm really hesitant to go up until I know exactly where they're looking and what they're doing, because a T-54 is enough to contest with me on DPM and fuck me up pretty hard. I do have support from here, so I'm going to win that, but he'll fuck me up. The KV4 as well as the T-54 is really what I don't want. I was saying if I didn't have 130 ping, I definitely could mechanically outplay this with pop shots and rocking and stuff, but I have too much ping to really reliably do that. So we're waiting. I'm expecting this KV4 to move forward, but then I see he puts a shot into the T49, and how much damage the T49 took means probably the T54 isn't looking as well. And yeah, he's not looking. He gives me the side of his turret because he moves up, and I take the free shot. And right now, that's just what I'm looking for, is free shots. And hello, T54, come out on this side. That's just what I'm waiting for. Come to pop. Because if he comes out on this corner, I have the advantageous shot. I can shoot him back up and get a good angle on my armor. But he's obviously distracted with the AML. Who's shooting him in the ass? You can see his shot just fired there. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Takes another shot from the AML, and he puts another shot into the AML. And now I want to kill him. That's my goal. Boom, dead. I wait until he's full out. I don't want to take a risky shot on the corner, have it dip down and hit, so I aim a little more up, wait till the turret's in view, and I shoot him with a stock turret as well as what I saw. There's no chance it really bounces because it's so soft. T-54, I'm thinking here, he's coming forward. I just need to back up into low ground because of his gun depression. This is high ground for him, this is low ground for me. That was my view there. I was like, oh, he has no gun depression. And he didn't, so he missed his shot. Or he was shooting at the Lorraine, I don't know, I don't care. So now I want to shoot the guy most outside and work my way in, because if I roll out to shoot the T-54 or the KV-4 or whatever, VKA might shoot me, TVP might shoot me, all these things might shoot me, so work from the outside in. I shoot VKA, and now I'm thinking T-54 will come forward to trade me, which is why I'm backing up, but this guy apparently is brain dead, and I'm going to find this out later. I'm treating him with respect the entire time. He looks AFK to me, so I'm just going to ignore him for now. That, I have no fucking clue how it bounced. That was really quite bullshit and should have penned, but whatever. I think I low rolled on the pen. KV4 is going to keep giving me the ass of his turret, which is just a massive flat side, which I'll take every day. The Oho is not looking at me. Now he is, so I back up. I was a little scared there that he would snap the shot, and with the lag it looks like he's behind, but actually he's looking at me and land an RNG derp shot on me, which I didn't want. The T-54 fires, so I move forward to trade him. I'm aiming in at the upper plate because there's fuel tanks and crew there, and it's better than shooting at the turret. And hello, fuel tank, I burn it. And he uses his fire extinguisher, but he must have lag because he's going really slow here. I'm looking for a drive wheel shot here. When the KV-4 moves forward, I'm only thinking shoot his front drive wheel. I want to track him in place so the people behind me can unload on him, because I got 2 autoloaders behind me. But I don't load in time for his front drive wheel, so I aim for the back one. Right, so here we go, and I get it. And you can see that was a lag. I shot past, and it still hit. It was kind of weird, but that was a little lag. So his ass is sticking out. You can see it right there. I don't know exactly what the TVP can see. The TVP can definitely see this. This is something he can see. But I think the TVP is auto-aiming because he's shooting at center mass here. And he puts 1, 2, 3 shots. Just fucked up 3 shots on the easiest kill of his life. It was ass first, and the KV-4 did use a repair kit, but he used it very late. So that pissed me the fuck off. Here I aim for drive wheel on the Oho, I bounce shot from T-54, the T-69 finishes off the KV-4, and now I have everyone's attention. So right here in this situation, I look at the map, we got control of the island, we have control of the hill, I'm stopping the push on this flank, so they're now boxed into this 1/4 of the map. If we look at the mini map here, they're boxed into this bit right here, right? So the most dangerous part for us right now is the snipers in the back and the artillery, because these guys are totally under our control. The things that aren't under the control of our team are the TVP, the Scorpion G, and the artillery, who are all back there. Everyone else for their team is under here. If these guys try to move out, they'll get spotted by the islands and probably get sniped out a bit on their way out. So they'll lose HP. The hill is going to definitely spot them as they move out. They try to move around here, they could maybe overpower us, but then E100 just rolls out and these guys rush in, and it's just like this huge teeter-totter kind of thing. So right now for the enemy team, if they want to win, they need to make a decisive play on the weakest flank. The weakest flank, in my opinion, is this flank. If they come around here, kill us, back up, and then turn around to defend this side, that's how they would win. Because they stay in artillery cover, which makes it basically one number up for them. They have sniper fire the entire time, which is good for them, and they control all flanks coming in. But right now for us, all I have to do is play it slow, because eventually this stuff will push in and crush them. I hope, unless my team's just that retarded. So right now I'm thinking I don't need to do anything. I win by doing nothing. This is a winning situation for me by doing nothing. My main priority is to get this Oho down, chunked, because he's the biggest threat that I see currently. And I can't reliably hit the TVP, so my goal here is to kill the T-54. That's the #1 goal, because reducing numbers would be great, and he's a lot of DPM, and he's just an annoying little piece of shit. And then chunking the Oho, because Jaegeru I can't deal with right now. So let's wait till we're despotted. I'm trying to wait until things happen a little bit. The IS-3 dies to the batch at 25 TAP. T-54 is still looking my way, but I think I see the Oho not looking my way. Well, he's backed up past that point, so I'm going to move out to take a shot on the T-54. This is, when I come out, I see this as a really bad angle, but I don't want to hang around in here and wait for T-54 to react, so I don't want to aim. So I'm just going to take an RNG shot, but I take it in the worst location. I should have aimed for the lower plate or for the turret once I saw this, but I just panicked when I saw that he was angled so well and backed up. He obviously bounces it because it's the easiest thing in the world to bounce, and he's angled really well. I aim for the lower plate and I dunk it into the ground because the lower plate is kind of hard to hit there, and it is well angled. It's not the most reliable penetration. The best way to kill this guy would be by hitting the turret. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to try one more APCR, and then if that doesn't work, I'm going to hesh him out. So I do take a trade shot from the T-54, which I'm not too happy about. And here the Oho's looking this way. I'm thinking about shooting him, but I want to kill this T-54. It's the priority. So I'm aiming in on, and he notices on the cupola, because the cupolas are the best weak point here. If I shot the mantlet, this might not have gone through. There's a chance it flies slightly to the sides and bounces here. It needs to hit directly there and then penetrate correctly. So there's a lot of things that could go wrong with this shot. This shot is more reliable to me because I got a much bigger zone to hit, even though they're both tiny zones. And I bounced the TVP, so we know he has 3 shells left now. Here is, I think about here is where I start to lose my fucking mind and start doing stupid shit. I take a really chancy and stupid shot on the TVP. I saw he was pulling back and the shot went high to the left, so I know it didn't hit. I'm feeling pressure now to squeeze as much damage out of this game as I can, because I see that it's won. There's no way we lose this game now, because the Jaeger is now dead and the Oho just fired. So I see my opportunity to take a shot on the Oho. So I go out. I'm willing to trade a shot to the TVP for this. I aim, and I start aiming a little too high. You can see I flinch up as he moves up, and I hit the upper plate there instead of hitting the lower plate. You can see where I was trying to aim and where I actually aimed. So that was just mechanically shit for me. I get really pissed off that I did that, really fucking upset, and so I just charge out into the open, knowing I'm spotted, knowing the TVP has 3 shots left, maybe 4 if he had the time to reload. I don't think he did though. And so I take 2 hits, lose my driver. I accidentally repair my tracks instead of my driver, so there goes a large repair kit. And now I'm just really pissed off because I wasted a large repair kit, I wasted my HP, and it means I can't safely go and kill this guy. And then that shot bounces. I was really pissed. I was like, that shot should not bounce. Team suicides for me. And now it's just a cleanup. I look for a BIA, so I get in a platoon with the batch at 25 TAP. And TVP is not looking. I should have been more aggressive here because he had fired 3 shots into me. I should have just gone out and tried to deal with the Oho, but I was just so pissed I was not thinking. So I move forward. I'm hoping to get shot on the TVP, but then there's the artillery, so I'm hoping to get the kill shot on the artillery. TVP gets taken out by U100. Bad check puts a shot into 53-55, and I forget who finishes him off. But here, if I didn't auto-aim that, I could have killed him. Again, that's just lazy aim. If I'd aimed and trusted my shot to go through the barrier, the wooden barrier, I wouldn't have seen an outline, but I would have been able to shoot him through it. So that is end of the game. Got BIA, got 3,725 damage, unless we did some blind, which I don't think we did. And we will go to my replays and pull it up. Let's see the results here. Okay, we got top damage, which is quite nice. We got 3 kills, 994 XP. We didn't get the most because that chat here did clench out another kill in the end, and he was tier 9, whereas I'm tier 10. So it is worth more to him XP wise. I think we did definitely carry pretty well here, even though we weren't the really aggressive playstyle. We did hold an entire flank solo, essentially, because our autoloaders were just so fucking useless. Their team did let me do whatever I wanted. They kind of just gave up control of the map and any hopes of controlling any part of the map when they lost the hill. Bad players don't know how to gain control in bad situations, so that's kind of what happened there. They understand that the hill is the main source of control, but they don't understand they can control the hill through other means. Yeah, so that was a pretty decent game. You can see here we had 20 shots fired, 15 hit, 10 penetrated. This was a lot of the lazy aiming, poor aiming, is what these stats are. Damage 3,725, hits received 8, that's because of our shit driving at the end there. Otherwise we would have had only taken like 2 shots, I think, of damage. We bounced quite a lot because we were angling quite well. The position of my tank was quite nice in this game. I was pleased with that, of course, until the end. I was positioning very well, I think, except for the beginning and the end. Yeah, those two the T54 shot and the TVP shots is not so good ones. We made a nice profit here, 57,000, making 1947 in the end, and 3K XP. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll totally take that. That was for my double of the day. We did travel almost 2 kilometers. I think that's, what is that? Kilometers? Is that kilometers? I don't know. It doesn't say unit of measure. And yeah, we didn't get too much assisted damage here because people didn't land their shots on the KB4, and just because I was doing damage for myself, not relying on others. So yeah, that will be the review here, and I hope you enjoyed. Oop, not that. That.